Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's bright. That is so bright. There we go. Why is everything so bright today? Oh, yay. I have no idea. Why do I do this and I never know what I'm doing? Alright, let's see. There we go. That's better. Didn't I save something? Huh, maybe I didn't. I swear I had that. Oh, well, there's what I. Let's see.
Oh my, the Maya stock takes.
Whoopsie. Ah, that's what I'm after. This is all so complicated. You say off screen, you say offline, you say online. This is all very complicated. Let's test a theory. Streamlabs is a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. Hmm? Okay, it works. I'm not crazy. That's good news. How do I tweet this again? Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my god, there's such a delay. Oh, I now understand what Ben goes through. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Wow. Wow, there is such a massive delay. Oh, this is kind of funny. That was very kind of you to stop by to say hi, even if it's for 5 seconds. I'm testing out Streamlabs, figuring out how everything works, so thank you. It's also complicated. Everybody's like, it's easy. No, it's not. Don't lie to me. Okay, let's try that. Okay. I think everything works. Nah, for the time being. Oh, thank God for multiple screens. I was right to turn my TV into a monitor. For whatever reason, using Streamlabs makes my webcam drop in quality. What's with that? I mean, all trial and error. All in a day. Why is technology so hard? Crazy stuff. I was gonna play a game until I realized I couldn't afford to buy a new one. That's a shame. Otherwise, I'd be playing Friday the 13th right now. Okay. Never letting me do what I want to do. God, this would be so much easier if I was playing a game right now. No, Friday the 13th just had to be expensive. Ish. Okay. This is like the time I'm up and bored, but it's a bad time for everybody else. People are either on their way to work or asleep. Time zones are a bitch. I just smacked my hand. I'm in the middle of watching AJ and the Queen, and I feel like I was just about to watch somebody do a drag performance, and then I stopped watching. It's not a hard prediction. It's a drag TV show. Of course they're going to be in drag. Is anybody watching this, watching AJ and the Queen on Netflix by any chance? as I'm watching it, I'm trying to think, how will I go about reviewing this TV series? And I don't know how I feel. Has me conflicted. My TV series are really hard to review. Posting my Dracula review soon, but that's easy. That was only 3 episodes. Shit episodes, but oh, actually, making them shit makes them easier to review. Haha. I'd add my Netflix thing to the stream, but that would get me immediately one big copyright strike for sure. And after just having some successes on my channel, I do not need a copyright strike. No, ma'am, Pam. I have too many screens to look at. This is exhausting. Where is that? I'm gonna do something, then I just blanked on what it was. I have considered doing an Oracle Reacts video via live streaming, but don't know how to go about that. I'd have to delete it right afterwards, and that's not fun. Also thinking of live streaming on my birthday because I have nothing else to do that day. Might be Skyping with a friend. I don't know, maybe we can do a live stream Skype session? Is that a thing? I don't know. My videos may look like I know how technology works, but I don't. I'm faking it. Like any talented woman. I went there. I hate that thing where, hang on, maybe I can. Aw, that was nice of her. She rarely responds to my stuff, so yay, exciting. It's really nice how many positive comments I've been getting since I just got past my payment threshold on YouTube. So the amount of people who've been very supportive and positive is actually just making it feel all the better. Even people who I thought, don't take any interest in anything I do, which is like, yay, and I'm like, oh. Especially people with way bigger accounts than me. Oh, hang on. Why didn't I just try this button? Feel like chatting and chatting, chatting. I'm sorry if you can hear my typing. I know my typing was heard in my last live video. Sorry. I know so many people were live streaming this time last night, all because of the Oscar nominations. It was crazy. I was bouncing from live stream to live stream to live stream, trying to show everybody support while everybody's watching the live nominations, and not a lot of happy faces for obvious reasons. See, somebody took offense to a post about the Oscar well, it wasn't being about the Oscar nominations, it was about everybody's reaction to it. Somebody took offense. I wasn't being offensive, I was just saying this is why I don't care about it. It's all a farce, really. God, really? Still? Yikes. Somebody just saying that it took them 4.5 hours to export their 45-minute video. That's funny. Because my game show episodes can take between 6 and 12 hours. So if it took like 4.5 hours, I'd be like, wow, that was fast! Everything else is fast. Game show episodes, podcast episodes. Nope, those aren't fast. Those are slow, but then again, they're large files. Although the latest game show episode, despite having more editing involved, actually exported surprisingly fast. Usually doesn't. I wonder what was up with that. Oh, this is the part where I now start doing ASMR. What is the time? What is the time? Still feel like downloading a game, but there's nothing I'm particularly. Oh, wish they'd go and put out the new. What is it? No, it's not Fear. What is that horror game? What is it? Oh, bloody hell! What is this horror game called? Okay, hang on. Horror object games. None of the above. What is this damn game called? Fear, Lost Souls. Nope, that's something. Nightmares. Oh, that helps. I went straight to the horror page. Let's see. Hidden object. Hidden object horror. True Fear. Oh, that was it. True Fear, Forsaken Souls. That's what it was. Had most of the words. Not in the correct order, though. I've played game 1, I've played game 2, I'm still waiting for game 3. Obviously, that's going to be a long wait because game 2 came out in 2018. Ugh. It was good. Kind of like if you combine Silent Hill and The Ring and then add in hidden objects. Oh, that was clever. Let's see. What is. How do I keep forgetting? I was right there. Alright, True Fear. True Fear, Forsaken Souls, Part 3. So we have a release date yet. Everywhere says trilogy, but don't call it a trilogy until you have the third part. Okay. Oh. Ooh! There was an update in November. Nope, wait. Oh, wait, no. I want to know about part 3. I got nothing. I got nada. Already checked there, checked there. Guess no one can tell me. One of the few games I found you can play on Android, though. More notifications. Hello, Canada! I don't know anybody in Canada. I don't think I do. I talk to people all around the world, but I don't think I talk to anybody from Canada. Exciting! So hello, Greg, and hello, Canada. Whoops, capital. I always try to check where my subs or followers or all that stuff from, and yeah, it's mostly the US and the UK. But yay, Canada! Next stop, something really obscure. I didn't start off wasted, Adam. I worked my way up to it over the course of 6 hours. I remember most of the I remember the first half of that live stream, and then the second half got a bit blurry. And then it was a rough day afterwards. But it was fun. It was the best New Year's I've had in ages. Almost as good as that time I caused that car accident. When I say it like that, it sounds so bad. Oh goodness. When I caused No, I was not driving, I was not in a car. It's not like that, and nobody was hurt. Just want that on the record. I just shot myself in the foot. I don't make myself sound like a nice person. I sound horrible. No, it just goes around causing car accidents. Oops. Okay, none of these are any good to me. I'm disappointed. I'd play that, but I've already played it and I don't want to play it again. YouTuber, sure. Streamer, no. I have not perfected that skill. I'm still very green at streaming. I did actually want to stream and play Friday the 13th tonight, or at least start to, but yeah, I would have had to buy it, and although it wasn't expensive, I literally need every penny this week, so maybe no, next time I get paid I need that to do my hair for my birthday, so next month maybe I'll try that. But I'm very happy and very excited. I'm very happy and very excited to have passed the payment threshold. I did shed a couple of tears because I wasn't, like, I thought it should have happened, but when I checked it on the 1st of January, it's like, nah, nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, guess I gotta wait a little longer. And then I just randomly decided to check tonight. A little voice in my head told me to, and I did, and I went, what? Yeah, Greg, I'm noticing that is the case with most people. They're enjoying episode 1 and 2, and then they did not enjoy episode 3, which I do not blame them for. But yeah, no, right off the bat, I hated it. I hated the very first, well, okay, not the first couple of minutes, because I'm like, oh, it's very much what I've seen, what I'm used to. But then very quickly, yeah, I hated it. Hated episode 1, hated episode 2, and I especially hated episode 3. So I'll be posting my review of that in the next couple of days. I was brutal. I was brutal. I'm not going to apologize. I thought it sucked, and I will explain why I thought it sucked. And I'm not going to a casino. I'm not betting my fortune. I'm saving it. I specifically have a second bank account, and it's just for saving, so that I can also gain interest on whatever money I save. Haha, that's so adult. Saving money and stuff. I'm fancy. I'm not. That's a load of crap. Oh my god, can't keep up with the notifications. I haven't been to a casino in years. Last time I was in a casino, it was in Vegas. And I was drunk. I was also underage. By American standards, I was underage. By Australian standards, I was legal. They didn't seem to care. They're just handing out drinks, didn't check ID. Sin City, baby. My brother was so drunk he thought we were still in Melbourne. Hi, Kristen. How's it going? Loved your Charmed Ones ranking video, by the way. I have so many top 10s and ranking videos that I've got listed down to do, and I just keep adding more to the list before I've actually done any of them. Oopsie. Whoops the doodle. I hear you there. Procrastination. We're all guilty of it. Don't worry. My buddy Dan is the worst. He'll just talk to me for hours in Twitter DMs, and then next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning for him. He's like, "Whoops! I didn't actually do any of my work. I better go do that." It's like, well, that's what you get for procrastinating. Well, that's what you get for relying on your wife instead of being a proper adult and getting your own ass up. Tisk tisk. Poor wife, gotta do everything for you. She deserves a day off then. I know a lot of people are upset about the Oscar nominations. How y'all feeling about it? Y'all happy, upset, indifferent? How we feeling? That's weird, that's not showing up anymore. Huh. Now it is. Oh yeah, I don't have my lamp brightness all the way up. That's probably why the webcam is reacting differently. Oh, duh. Gotta think of these things. It's me. I hope nobody actually expects good quality from me. That's never gonna happen. I'm poor. I It's funny how everybody has Twitter feeds look different. Mine was always mixed. I had a lot of people like, "Wow, Joker is the best superhero film they'd seen," and there were a lot of people going, "I hate it." My brother, for one, he absolutely hated it. Um, but he didn't hate it because he thought it was bad. He thought it was violent and confronting, and it made him uncomfortable, which is why he didn't like it, which technically means the film was successful and it did its job. But I just feel like it's always the same stuff, mostly. Always the same things getting nominated, often the same people getting nominated. Nothing's ever a surprise. Nothing's ever really shocking. Was it wasn't 29 was it 2018? I think it was 2018 Oscars. I accurately predicted the big five winners. Was it 4 out of 5 or did I get all five? I think I got all five. Which kind of proved my point that I was just like, this is predictable, the same stuff always wins, and I was like, called it! And there is actually an article of that, and it's got a timestamp, so we know that I didn't cheat. I did accurately predict that shit. That was also the only year where I actually watched quite a few of the nominated films. Usually I don't. Oscar nominated films aren't usually my cup of tea. Not to mention, pretty much every year there's gonna be a war film. War film, war biography, doesn't matter. There's gonna be one. There always is. And half the time it's the same bloody war. hundreds and hundreds of wars throughout history, and yet most films just want to do, most Hollywood wants to do films about World War One and World War Two. Okay, cool. Because no other wars ever happened, apparently. Sure, let's release 50 films about Winston Churchill. Oh, good lord. I don't get it. It's always the same kind of genres. So many other genres that go unappreciated. Comedy is an unappreciated genre. Does comedy ever really get nominated for anything? Not really. Horror is unappreciated. People like to say, oh, but there's Us and Get Out, and they've been nominated, but they have one thing in common, they're political horrors. And things with a political narrative, well, they're bound to do well. But you're not gonna see a supernatural horror getting there. No, that's not really gonna happen. No, that would be awesome. Oh god, imagine if a supernatural horror won Best Picture one year. I would cheer. Never gonna happen though. Never going to happen. Kind of like I doubt there will ever be a year where all Best Director nominees will be women. That, yeah, that day is never coming. Why is Channel 10 trending? What did they do? Uh-oh. I can't see this man's new Channel 10 actually spreads. Oh no. Oh, there's always something. Oh god. Of course he spews shit. Why is anybody surprised? Better yet, why does anybody still take the project seriously? It's worst form of journalism. In the sense it's not journalism. Oh, like that piece they did on I think it was women and violence or rape or crimes or something. All the advice they were giving was so offensive. And they only kept saying women, 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 women. They never said male victims. They just kept saying it's not okay to hit a woman. It's not okay to it's not okay to touch anybody. But okay, that's fine. Australian networks, they love violence against men. I'm sick of that one. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure she's sick of you too, buddy. Yeah. Oh, Channel 10. Fallen so far. Oh, Twitter comments are funny sometimes. Seriously, does anybody actually like Steve Price? If you're American, you don't know who he is. Actually, if you're just not Australian. You don't know who he is. But he's on TV, he's on a stupid news program. It's like it's like Australia's version of the Daily Show, I guess. The Daily Show? Yeah, I think it's the Daily Show. Only really poor quality, like really bad, and it's not really that funny. There's this one guy on it, and he just says offensive shit all the time. Australia is a country that has many of the things you wish your country had. Even with the fucking bushfires going on, he's up on TV still denying climate change. Okay. I mean, the moon was orange at 4:45 in the morning yesterday, but sure, we'll just say climate change isn't a thing. That's fine. And I'm sure you probably never will again. Though, in all honesty, have you been outside of your home country, Adam? Or anybody watching, if you have traveled, what countries have you traveled to? That's my question. You know what? Probably would be if he was in America. Oh, you did. Thank you. So weird that you say last night because it's all the same day for me, and I posted that like 10 hours ago, so that's funny. What did you think of it? That is the best compliment you could give me. I tried to do my best editing work, or at least to my abilities. But yeah, that was recorded over 2 different days, and then I just tried to piece it together and make it look like it wasn't recorded over 2 different days. So the fact that you couldn't tell is like, yay, I did my job. Helps that I just bullied them into wearing the same clothes. Well, not Larry, he did it willingly. Jared needed reminding. But he was a good sport and he went and he did it. He did not get changed on camera. He did not provide a show for anybody. Okay. USA and Mexico. Keeping it all in the same area. I feel you. Probably also be cheaper in terms of flights. Anytime you gotta start going to the other side of the world, prices go up. Believe me, I know. Just heard something weird. Now I'm freaking out. God, there's not a single day where I don't see Australian bushfires trending on Twitter. I don't need to see it trending to know it's happening. All I have to do is go open my front door and the evidence is right there. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Open the door, could see the smoke in the air. It's like, yes, bushfires still going. If you do go to England, go during the summertime. Not that there's that much of a difference between the wintertime, but definitely try and go when it's a bit warmer. Wow, Blue Corner, you have done some traveling. Awesome that you're from Denmark. That is cool. to Germany, Norway, Sweden, France, Spain, and America. You get around. Good for you. Wish I could do that much traveling. Me, I just want to save up to go to LA. I've been in LA, but I've not been to LA, if that makes sense, because it was a it was a connecting flight, so I was only in the airport, looking out the window. There are lots of friends that I have who live in LA that I would love to see, and there are a couple of places that I really want to visit, and I would give my left arm to do so. I have other friends who live in other states, but I just make them go to LA and see me. That's true. So at least you can travel affordably to those countries. It's kind of the same with Australia. So many Australians. It's hard to find an Australian who hasn't been to either Indonesia or New Zealand because those are our neighbor countries. So short flights and cheap flights, especially especially to Indonesia. I should know. I've been twice. Good lord. That is a lot of Twitter likes. What? Oh god. Okay, gonna mute that. Sometimes people post things on social media and all I can do is scratch my head because I have no idea what they are talking about. Especially like people who don't use commas and full stops. They're created for a reason. And they help, especially on social media. If I was playing a game, I'd probably start getting a lot more tired. A lot quicker. Is that even English? I'd be getting tired faster. Playing games makes me sleepy. Unless I'm playing Tomb Raider and I'm trying not to die, in which case the adrenaline is pumping and I'm pretty much having an anxiety attack. Whoops. What's everybody watching on Netflix at the moment? That's like, going back to the talking about Dracula before, what's everybody watching? And is there anything coming to Netflix in 2020 that you're looking forward to watching? Aww. Aww. What? I've been live for nearly an hour already. My God, time flies. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. All female Indigenous firefighting crew. That is just awesome. hard pass from me on you. There is just subject matters that I don't like. Witcher, however, I did thoroughly enjoy. So, what did you like? Are you liking you? And did you like The Witcher? Those are my questions. Excuse me. Can't wait for season 2 of The Witcher. I mean, literally, I can't wait. I don't want to have to wait till 2021. That sucks. What? I had that down on my watch list. I agree. I thought it was really good too. Not to mention, I think I spent the next week after watching The Witcher, constantly singing "Toss a Coin to Your Witcher," like obsessed. Could not get it out of my head. And now that I've said it, it's probably going to get stuck in my head again. 50-50, fair enough. It's so, oh god, there I go yawning again, sorry. It's been a very emotionally exhausting day, so despite it being midnight, I'm usually not tired at this hour, but today I kind of am. Um, yeah, Penn Badley? I've completely forgotten his name. But yeah, I looking at those trailers, I just couldn't really take him seriously because I look at his face and I'm just like, "Ha, you're Gossip Girl," which was the dumbest. That was such a dumb reveal. What? This just don't make no sense. Oh. Speaking of Guy Ritchie, are you going to see The Gentleman when it comes out? Because I highly recommend it. Okay. Well, hey there. We're jumping right into Black Widow, huh? Um, I don't know whether it was because, as I mentioned, it's been an emotional 24 hours, but I actually started crying watching the new Black Widow trailer. I know it's not sad. I'm not saying that it is. Sorry. I'm trying to fix my floor. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was just thinking of the fact that she's dead. Even though I was never a big Natasha fan until Infinity War and Endgame. But despite being against the whole Black Widow film, only because I felt it was so late in the piece to be making one, I've really enjoyed the trailers and I'm actually really looking forward to it. What the hell? So this film actually came out in 2019. That sucks. Huh. Why do we get everything so bloody late in Australia? I did see the Morbius trailer, and I know that trailer. And immediately I saw a lot of people in my feed saying that it looked like trash and garbage and they hated it. I actually really kind of liked it. I found it pretty intriguing. Um, I'm down for it. I think the little cameo at the end of the trailer was interesting. It's confusing, but also interesting, and it does tie it to the universe, but now we have a split difference between MCU and Sony Marvel, and yet we have Spider-Man. It's just like the whole thing kind of gives you a headache. But I like the trailer. I like that it was kind of dark, and we don't get a lot of dark stuff when it comes to Marvel. So that intrigues me. I do wish that they would introduce a little bit more dark tones and stories into MCU films. Um, I also just think it's really weird that between Sony Marvel and MCU, in a certain time period, we've got both of them coming out with vampire characters. Because so obviously Sony Marvel has Morbius, but then we've got MCU is working on Blade. And I love Blade. I love Wesley Snipes as Blade. Oh god, I don't care. I love all three of those movies. I mean, guaranteed. I still think there are flaws in them, but I love them specifically because of Wesley Snipes. And the TV series was shit though. That was shit. I couldn't get past episode 1. It was terrible. But compared to Morbius and Blade, I'm actually more looking forward to Morbius simply because it's a character I don't know, it's a story I don't know, so it feels a bit more fresh. Whereas I pretty much know what to expect from Blade. Even though it's a character I like, I'm like, it doesn't feel new to me. It could. I feel like there were a lot of people after watching the Morbius trailer who were immediately comparing it to Venom, and I still haven't watched Venom. Personally, the trailer did not appeal to me at all, so I didn't bother with it. And then of course when all the seriously negative reviews for that came out, I'm like, I feel like I made the right choice. And then, of course, there were some positives, but every time I saw a clip for Venom, I was just like, it, it, are we sure this isn't a comedy? Like, it's dark, but it's like watching a really bad horror movie, like a B horror movie or something. It was very weird. So I never watched it. But, so yeah, Morbius, I thought the trailer looked good, but it's a film, so you can't tell anything by the trailer. You have to watch it to determine whether it's going to be good or bad. And it's going to be either good, mixed, or bad. Because that's the only way films can really be. And it all depends on you. But I do think it's funny that Jared Leto kicked up such a fuss because he didn't receive enough praise for his portrayal as Joker in the DCEU. And now it's like he's jumped ship over to Marvel, but he couldn't get in the door of the MCU, so he went with Sony Marvel. It's like, I know that like that's not how it is, but when I put that narrative together, it sounds a lot more interesting and funny. I don't know. I don't think based on the trailers looked like it was trying to be serious, and then I would watch clips for Venom, and I'm just like, wait, I can't tell. It's like I feel like you wanted people to take you seriously, but your product isn't serious. So that is something that bugs me. I'm like, if you're gonna do something stupid, commit to being stupid. And be completely upfront with, we're going to be crazy with this, we really don't care. You know, like with Sharknado. People are like, Sharknado's a bad movie. It's like, yeah, but that's intentional. That wasn't an accident. They intentionally did that, so you can appreciate that. But then when you watch something that's actually meant to be good and just turns out a fucking train wreck, like Hellboy, for example, that's a different kettle of fish. I just wonder, why do Venom again? I know there were a lot of people who weren't happy with how the Spider-Man trilogy portrayed Venom. Fair enough. If you're someone who knows the comics and you know the content and you didn't feel that it was true to that and you're upset, I completely get that. But then it's just, that's why I kind of go, why redo the same character? Why not just scratch that and do something different? Like, oh god, I'm forgetting his name. I will remember. I know it because I did a whole thing for a friend because I knew they loved that character. Oh, uh, thank God there's Google. Give me the name, give me a name, give me a name. Symbiote! Was it symbiote or symbiote? However you pronounce it. That character. That one. When people talk about Hellboy and they want to try and describe Hellboy, Carnage, that's the word. See, this is why I can't. This is why I'm losing my mind. Carnage was the word I was trying to look for. That was, I was making something for a friend, and Carnage was one of his favorite comic characters. He loved Carnage, and I had to and I created this collage thing for him. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That why would they not, you know, instead of doing Venom again, why not maybe try doing? Yeah, thank you. They're all kind of, you know, because they're all so similar, and I'm trying to like think, but I acknowledge that comics are not my forte. I do try to do my research, but even I'm gonna screw up on occasion. But what I was saying about Hellboy, when trying to describe like what you like versus what you don't, or like, oh, what's a reason why you don't like it? I sum up all my hatred, all my loathing, all my what the F for that movie by describing one scene towards the start of the film. And that was Hellboy drunk at the bar, and they fucking inserted CGI drool. CGI! Why not just say, hey, drool? Who CGI's in drool for an actor? What? Like, as soon as I saw that, I knew I was in for a shit show. And I was right. I think I spent the first half laughing, not because it's like, oh, it's hilarious. It's like, this is so bad, all I can do is laugh. And then by the second half, I'm like, this just sucks. Well, with the with the rate some of these films go when it comes to their comic book adaptations, they very well could have done Carnage and not tied it into anything. Wouldn't be the first time a studio has attempted to do that. But I totally get what you mean. Just feels like they don't. I don't know. I guess that's why I still have that appreciation for Marvel, because they have a plan going in, and when they weigh up what characters are they going to start introducing, they are thinking long term. How do they tie into the universe? What do they bring to the universe? How do they help the universe expand? How will they play off other characters? They think about the long term, and other things, whether it be DC or Sony or whatever, even other little things. It's like, hey, let's grab a comic book character, let's adapt them, and then not really piece them together and have anything really make sense. Like, there are some DCEU films I love, and others I'm not a big fan of. But there's so many contradictions from one film to the next that it's very confusing. And it's like, I love Wonder Woman, but when you compare the Wonder Woman story and then things that happen in Batman versus Superman, and then bits that happen in Justice League, it's like, okay, now I'm confused with certain elements to her. And it's same with Aquaman. It's like they had one aspect to the Aquaman story in Justice League, and then when they did the Aquaman movie, it's like, oh, you changed it. And like, I know Justice League was like a big fuck up to people. I actually really loved the film. I'm sure the Snyder Cut would actually be quite interesting, but I still had a good time. Not saying it was a perfect film, I'm just saying I really bloody enjoyed it. But whatever. But that's the thing with adapting characters that people know and people are well versed in. There's always going to be a degree of backlash if you don't do them justice, or you don't depict them how the audience is already accustomed to seeing them or reading them, and that goes even for books as well. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I think when they do solo stuff, it's great. I loved Wonder Woman. I loved Aquaman. Um, did not love Batman versus Superman. I actually loved Suicide Squad. Happy to admit that. Um, the funny thing is watching. Okay, so I went and saw Batman vs Superman in the cinema, and I did a lot of eye rolling throughout most of the movie. And then much time passes, and I watched the extended cut, and the extended cut was a big improvement versus the theatrical version, because I'm like, oh my god, you cut every single scene that actually explains what is going on in this damn movie. Who the hell made these decisions? You cut all the wrong stuff. Anything that and there was one character that they cut all her scenes, and she was the character who was actually explaining things to everybody. So I'm like, yeah, that was a dumb move. Then you've got Suicide Squad, which, as I said, I actually loved. But then I watched the extended cut of Suicide Squad, and I hated it. I hated the extended cut, so I'm going, you actually cut the right scenes from that movie, because the extended cut had so many more Harley and Joker scenes, and it just did not at all fit in with this film about Suicide Squad, because you would jump from a scene depicting Harley and Joker and how they meet and how they came together and these ridiculous scenes, and then you'd bounce to stuff going on with the Suicide Squad, and there was just no correlation between the two scenes. So I was just like, I'm very glad you deleted those scenes, even if Jared Leto goes around bitching about it. It was the right move. So I guess not all, maybe the extended cut not always the best cut. Oh god, like that scene from Endgame of Tony Stark when he's dead, seeing his future daughter. They were right to cut that scene. That was stupid. It's like my buddy, my buddy Ben, his comment on the Snyder cut, and he was like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, it's not gonna be that much better. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And that's from someone who enjoyed Justice League. No, I'm not. Why do we get everything late in Australia? I was just like, yay, there's this film coming out in February. Oh no, apparently it already came out in America last year. Great. Thanks a lot, cinema. Thank you very much. Don't want to watch that. Wow, that blew up. Ooh, probably not, simply because I'm recording a podcast in the afternoon, for my time. Not my podcast, I'm appearing on somebody else's. Sorry, but but if it's gonna be up on your channel later, I might catch it then. So, but have a good day at work, Adam. I actually have still not seen Bad Boys 1 or 2. And I haven't decided on if I want to watch Bad Boys 1 or 2 before I see Bad Boys 3. I know that should be a no-brainer, but sometimes you don't have to. And based on the trailer for Bad Boys 3, it didn't feel like I had to. So, don't know. Can't decide. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't know my girl Brittany liked that. Thanks, girl. You're so nice. There are plenty of films I haven't seen. But then, of course, there are plenty of films that I've seen that people are like, what the fuck is this movie? Like, are you sure you didn't just make that up? No, I didn't. Let's see what else is going on. Where are all my pens? This is why I keep extra pens. Well, it's good that you like it, because then at least that means that I can understand that means that then you're a fan, so therefore you have more excitement going into this film. I don't, obviously, even if I watched Bad Boys 1 and 2, I would not be able to gain that excitement because I didn't grow up watching these films, like obviously you did, so in that case, maybe I'll watch Bad Boys 3. And then depending on if I like it or not, I'll go and watch Bad Boys 1 and 2. Okay. Village Cinema. What's coming? Movies coming soon. Show me what you got. What? Why are you doing that? Oh my god. Oh, that's making me feel old. Hey, Ashley. Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you. Current subject is bad boys. Feel free to comment. Oh no. I am not taking my nieces to see that. No, 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 no. I have some. Yep. I like to write down films that are coming out at the cinema and write them down so I know what to be aware of to go and see. Or at least to watch when it becomes available to me. You say you love the first one, but you're not mentioning the second one. So either you haven't seen it or you didn't like it. Which is it? Which is it? Oh. Oh. I don't know what this is, but it looks like an action movie with Vin Diesel. Okay, I'm down. Two polarizing opinions. Love it. But, oh, I need to look into that. Yeah, I feel like there are plenty of films where sometimes maybe I like the sequel more than the original, and somewhere I think the sequels typically suck. But soup is a what now? I should have actually clicked on it. Okay, I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I'm gonna look. Superhero movie, you say? You have piqued my interest. Ray Garrison is soldier being killed in action. What? What is this? Why is this sounding like RoboCop? Okay, this is okay. I've never heard of this comic book. Um, sounds like a mix between like RoboCop and G.I. Joe and what was the film that came out 2018? I'm thinking, oh my god, what you? Did it start with a U? What was that? Okay, hang on. I know who directed it at least. So, what film am I thinking of? Upgrade. Thank you. That was the film I was thinking of. You were faster than my search engine. Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like a cross between RoboCop, G.I. Joe, and Upgrade. I actually loved Upgrade. I actually like G.I. Joe. I've actually only seen the remake of RoboCop, and I only watched it because Gary Oldman was in it, and Gary Oldman could not save that film. Um, I'm intrigued. because it sounds like it's either going to be really awesome or really crap. So I will put that on my watch list. Thank you, fellas. When does that come out? 12th of March. Okay. Okay, what else we got? Oh, Military Wives. I want to see that. Looks kind of like Calendar Girls. Similar type of vein. I said I only watched it because of Gary Oldman. Leave me be. I'll pretty much watch anything that Gary's in. I love that man, but that was not a good movie. I'm gonna assume the remake pissed off a lot of OG RoboCop fans. That is my take. That I feel like that was the case, and if so, I do not blame them. That's always going to be the case. That is a no-brainer. Interesting. I would watch this. Okay. 26th. 26th of March. What ethnicity was David Copperfield? I need to look into this. Suspiria. There's one for you. The original Suspiria, it's an okay film. I didn't love it. I think it's a well-made film, but I didn't enjoy it. But I, I loved the reimagining. It's not a reboot or a remake, it's a reimagining, and it was fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Well, the thing technically wasn't a remake. It was a prequel. And in my opinion, it was shit. They they considering the director said that he would sit there and watch the original film so that he could get it right. He got so much wrong. The timing, the continuity between this and this, so much was mucked up. And I'm not even a fan of the thing. I only watched it. Yeah, I can actually say I've watched it. I watched it for the first time last year, okay? Yes, I watched it last year. And then I watched the prequel as well. And the prequel made me mad. Made me so fucking mad. Oh no. It's that doesn't no, that's technically not a remake. They're both it I know what you're talking about now. Um Not a remake, they're just two adaptations of the same source material. But the thing was not trying to remake the previous film. It was just I'm gonna do my version. It's very much like The Haunting and The Haunting. not remakes of each other. They're both just adaptations of the same source material. It's split. It's all very complicated because there are certain things that the Haunting from the 60s and the Haunting from the 90s. The 90s version originally did want to remake the 60s version, but they legally were not allowed to obtain the rights to do so. So they instead decided to do their own adaptation of the book. But still, people think the 90s version is a remake. It's actually not, because it's legally not allowed to be. There's some movie trivia for you. But then again, when we live in a time of remakes, reboots, reimaginings, it's hard to keep them straight because they pop up every fucking day. I just said that. I don't even know what that is, but it looks like Prodigy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, we all keep calling it Chapter 1 and 2 a remake, but it's not a remake. Oh, sorry. You kind of like the 90s Haunting. I do too. I like the 60s one and I like the 90s one. Totally different reasons, but I actually really like the 90s take on the story. I actually found it quite interesting. And I'm gonna say it, Catherine Zeta-Jones looked amazing in that movie. Bisexuality suits her. Thanks for stopping by, Ashley. Enjoy the rest of your work day and earning money. I appreciate your visit. It's 1 a.m. It's definitely nighttime. I'm not even looking forward to the new James Bond film, but I'm writing it down anyway. Here's a question. Is anybody actually looking forward to the New Mutants? Genuine question. The crazy thing, time zones, unfortunately, they are the biggest pain in the ass for me when it comes to trying to schedule recording my game show. So, oh, you are Greg. Okay, cool, cool. Then might I ask, what I wasn't that excited back in 2017, but I'm just like, X-Men-ish kind of movie. We're dealing with mutants. Okay, I guess I'll see it. But the fact that it's like, and pushback, and pushback, and pushback, and then everybody forgot about it, and it's like, oh, that movie's still a thing? Oh, okay. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Not to mention it has, what's her chops from Game of Thrones, and I don't enjoy her. If you do, that's fine. Personally, I do not. Maisie Williams? I'm terrible with names tonight. What the hell, man? What in the hell? Wait, it's officially part of the MCU lineup? News to me, but then again, I have not been keeping up with any New Mutants, New Mutants info because I just don't care. It's like after this many years, it's like, eh. And here I am knowing nothing in terms of the comic that it's based on. Or comic storyline, I should say. I don't. There are certain films where I will happily read articles about the film, but then there are other ones where I either won't because I don't want to know anything going in. I want to be surprised. And then there are others, in the case of the New Mutants, where I don't because I just don't care. I mean, after they're just like, yeah, it's coming out in March, and it's like, oh, we've pushed it back to next year. It's like, okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Ooh, win a safari adventure. Oh, where be? I could just get a ticket. Well, a concession would be cheaper. Oh, damn. Oh, missed out on some thank yous. Whoopsie. Even people I don't think I know. Legit, I'm getting congratulations from people who don't even follow me. What the hell? Okay, interesting. Saw Vince Vaughn trending and I'm like, oh, what dumb thing has he done? Then I saw it and I'm like, yeah, it was dumb. It's about it, what I expected. that's that's funny and kind of accurate. Yes, that's kind of like looking on the bright side. Kind of like, who am I thinking of? Um, okay, I'm gonna get this. I will. So, Lord help me. Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, I was just thinking that in terms of time jumps with actors and everything growing up and everything, I would totally happily wait around for Daphne Keane to get a little older just to see an X-23 movie because she was so great in Logan, and it would be so cool to see her taking on the Wolverine mantle. Obviously, not being Wolverine as X-23, but I don't want to see it go to somebody else. I'd love to just wait for her to grow up and then go, cool, now you continue. You're good at it. We'll sit around, we'll be patient, it's fine. We've got plenty of other stuff to watch in the meantime. We can wait. It's fine. I'm getting so many likes. Oh my god, what the hell? I just talking about Bloodshot and Bloodshot trailer just pops up on my Twitter feed. What are the chances? What are the chances? I don't think I've seen too many of them. Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen too many of them. Let me, yeah. Probably none, actually, when I look at it. It is something that I want to check out more of, um, especially in like future Halloween, future horror marathons. I definitely want to start looking at, because I do love looking at a lot of black and white horror films and going all the way back to the classics, but there are a lot of classics that I haven't seen. I appreciate them just because they got they inspired so much of today's horror films. So just on principle, I appreciate them, but I don't know if I'd like them or not because I haven't watched them. So there are tons that I want to see. So I don't. You are probably correct. It's just funny timing because I'm only just discovering it, and I'm discovering it at the same time it happens to be the trailer was dropping like Kismet. Um, yeah, like the Mummy. I haven't watched that one, have I? No, I watched the other ones, didn't I? Or did I? Which ones did I? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Jazz's fun characters from the 1940s universe. Okay, yeah, cool. No, I'm right. I'm right. Yeah, haven't seen the Hammer version, the Mummy movies. I watched the other ones the last year. Which, apart from the first one, I did not like the others. First one was good, didn't like the other. Which is a shame. I love 1932's The Mummy with Boris Karloff. I thought that that was great, but then I didn't like The Mummy's Hand and The Mummy's Tomb. Yeah, Lon Chaney Jr. Not my cup of tea. And then it's really unfortunate when you start reading all the trivia on the films that, like, with each film he did, he was just getting more and more drunk until he was pretty much just filming drunk the whole time. In fact, in one scene, he, while he's playing Karis, he punches a window or something. and he was so drunk and out of it that apparently I think it was meant to be breakaway glass, but it wasn't, and he actually ended up slicing his hand open. And then he couldn't film the rest of the shoot, and they got somebody else to film the role for him. Like, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I definitely want to check out Christopher Lee's interpretation of Dracula. That's definitely been something on my to-do list for quite a while. There are so many classic films that I want to watch, and there are so many that I have watched, but oh, that is a that is a vast repertoire for me to get through. But I got time, unless I die tomorrow, in which case I don't have time. But since I'm here, I'm gonna check out.
We are leaving.
Ooh. Can I? Okay, let me see if I can change the volume on this desktop audio. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if I can adjust the. I'm gonna see if I can adjust volume right now. So, can you still hear me? I'm checking things. Let's find out. That's another one I need to check out. Okay, cool. You can still hear me. So I'm gonna quickly, I'm gonna test that I've actually turned off this sound on my computer. Oh, nope, wait. My plan has failed me because I just realized it's gonna play through my TV, so my computer mic is gonna pick up the audio. Son of a bitch. So that plan does not at all count. Okay, I'm just going to check out the Bloodshot trailer because it just popped up in my feed, so I may as well have a look. Where's the play button? Oh, there it is. Oh my god, Guy Pearce? No way! Yay! Aussie! Guy Pearce's character is sounding a lot like his character in Iron Man 3. That okay, that was interesting. Hmm. I don't know what to make of that. The red eyes and the dark skin, he was looking like a vampire. Jesus, he was looking like Morbius. So that was interesting. And Guy Pearce was sounding like the Mandarin. I know the Iron Man 3's interpretation of the Mandarin was not the Mandarin from the comics, but in the film he was the Mandarin, so I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, it was kind of giving me Mandarin vibes. The way he was talking and hmm. Um yeah, I'm just gonna say that trailer did not look good. It was interesting, but not in a good way, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, no, Hmm. Hmm. I can't believe how much he looked like Morbius. Only without hair. Because he's old. That was technically like my first trailer reaction. I don't do trailer reactions, and that was technically one of them. Interesting. Cool. Any other trailers want to pop up in my feed while I'm here? Oh, Jaws 2 gifs are funny. Sorry, I can't look at Vin Diesel's face on the screen. It's too funny. He looks like a vampire. I mean, seriously, if you're someone like me and you have not heard of the comic and you see that title name and that picture, you're gonna think it's a vampire movie. Bloodshot, and he's white skinned and red eyed. Yeah, he looks like a vampire. Suddenly it's like, damn, we got vampire movies coming out of the woodwork. And vampire crap on Netflix. God, that sucked. I'm still upset about it. I'm still upset about Dracula. Go away, Dracula. Go away. Oh my god, there's too much. Oh, you're probably gonna wanna drop out of this chat and never speak to me again. I'm a Twilight fan. Sorry. Why am I? I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not sorry. I like the books, I like the movies. Don't like Kristen Stewart in the movies, though. She was not a good Bella. Not to say Bella's a great character, she's actually not, but I don't think Kristen did a good job in portraying her. I think it's safe to say there are a lot of comic characters that have not translated to the screen very well. And then there are others that people say didn't translate to the screen very well, and I disagree because I love them. For example, Phantom. Love, 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 love Phantom. I don't care. That was such a good movie. I have so much fun with that movie. I should rewatch it soon. I enjoyed that movie so much that when I was out buying glow in the dark skull cups for Halloween, just for my own amusement, I put them all together and I called them my skulls of Tuganda. That's how much I liked Phantom. I grew up on that shit. Ghost that walks? Hell yeah. Plus, I like Billy Zane. Such a shame he got blacklisted. He was good. He was a good actor. And he was in Charmed, and then suddenly you're blacklisted. That sucks. Billy Zane. Billy Zane. I don't actually know what he did to get himself blacklisted. I would check. I actually really enjoyed Billy Zane in Charmed. It was good. Nice little addition. Fun character. Name some, uh, I'll say pre Iron Man days. Name some comic book movies, and I'll say if I like them or not, or if I've even heard of them. List me some. Go for it. Did I just ruin that? Yeah, okay. Luckily for me, I don't really bother with Blu-rays. I'm happy to just get a regular DVD. Okay. I have watched 30 Days of Night, but it was so long ago. I barely remember it, but I do remember not enjoying it. Oh my god. Wow, we're going obscure. Never heard of Meteor Man, never heard of Blank Man. Oh my god, there are a lot of comic book movies out there I have not heard of. I don't know. Wow. Gotta say, first of all, I'm impressed with your comic book slash comic book movie knowledge, Blue Corner. That I am very impressed. And now I'm just disappointed in myself because I don't know any of these. Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh, I love The Crow. I love The Crow. Such a good movie. We got some successes and some flops in terms of sequels, though. Yeah, obviously the first one with Brandon Lee. Don't be ridiculous. Yeah, I have mixed feelings on the sequels. Um, a couple I thought were actually pretty good. Some that I thought were pretty shit. Others that I just thought were, eh. But you can't beat the first one. The first one was perfect. Well, comedy superhero movies, that's different. Oh, Shaq. Oh no. That sounds funny already. Damon Wayans. Okay. Okay. One of my favorite, it's not, I guess it now kind of is considered a comic book movie because the character did end up being made into comics, but it was originally pulp novels from the 1930s. And that's The Shadow. It's actually one of my favorite movies. I love The Shadow. I watch that pretty often, actually. I'd love to get. I'd get that one on DVD if I had money and could afford it. Ooh, cool, cool. Learning something new. I'm all for learning things. I like being educated. Hell's yeah, The Shadow with Alec Baldwin. I love that movie. Yay! You go, Greg. He is. I thought he was great. Lamont Cranston was awesome. I think the story could have had a bit more going on. I think the character of Margot could have used a little bit of work, but I love Alec as the Shadow. I love the score. I love the style. Oh, especially the style. And especially, I just really love that movie. And I love the soundtrack, especially. Oh, one of my favorite songs, Some Kind of Mystery. I love that song. Oh, beautiful song in that movie. Judge Dredd. Dredd? I don't know what that is either. I've heard of The Rocketeer, but I haven't seen it. Oh, yeah. Descendant of Genghis Khan. I loved it. Um, I love Constantine. I freaking love Constantine. I wish there had been a sequel with Keanu Reeves. If they decided tomorrow to do a sequel with Keanu Reeves, I would be there like the Flash. I had so much fun with Keanu Reeves in that movie. Um, I've heard of Jonah Hex. I haven't seen Jonah Hex, but I have heard of it and I know that it exists. I've actually written some movie trivia questions regarding Jonah Hex in the superhero category. I've written about him for my game show, so I do know about him, but I haven't seen him. I do. It did actually recently get put on the Australian Netflix, so I did add it to my watch list to check it out. Men in Black is Marvel? Oh damn! Okay, didn't know that. Well, I've definitely seen Men in Black. I used to play a Men in Black PC game back in the day. It was actually really crap. I couldn't figure out how to play it. I didn't really do anything. I've heard of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, but again, I have not seen it. I swear I do actually watch movies, just not any of the ones you're listing. Yeah, Constantine is another one of those films where I spent years thinking it was a great film, and then suddenly I become a part of the film community, and I hear a lot of people going, "It was shit. It sucked." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I was unaware of this, but okay. I still like it though." And I do. I like Constantine's "fuck you, God" attitude in that movie. Like, he knows God exists, he knows there's a hell, he's been there, and he knows there's a heaven, and he's still being all "fuck you." I liked it. Okay, here's one. Here's a movie I'm gonna ask because I'm tired of being the one saying I don't know this. Have any of you seen Warriors of Virtue? Not a comic book movie, just a movie. Have you seen Warriors of Virtue? There you go. There's a good question. Oh god, I thought that's in my phone was on 2%. What? I had a feeling. Warriors of Virtue is still one of my favorite films. I grew up watching that shit, and I one day, God, what was it, like 8 years ago? I it just one day popped into my head and I remembered it and I went and searched for the DVD on eBay and lo and behold I found it, so I went and I bought it and I now have it on DVD. I haven't watched it pretty much since then because I don't really have a DVD player plugged in because I watch everything on my laptop and I didn't typically play DVDs on my laptop, and now my new laptop doesn't even have a CD-ROM, so I can't play DVDs. Is Doug Jones in Warriors of Virtue? That is a good question. So I can't believe they actually did a sequel to that. Like, why? Why? You are correct. Doug Jones was in that. He played Yi, the warrior of metal and virtue of righteousness. I love that movie. Yeah, Warriors of Virtue. Yeah. It, depending on who you are, there's not going to be an in between. You're either going to love it or hate it. That he is. He plays the villain. Take it you went and googled it. Yeah, it's this really interesting film where you've got these warriors of virtue. They're kangaroos. They're kangaroos. They're kind of each character, or I'm gonna say each roo. I'm just gonna say that. Um, their names and their style and what they represent are all based on feng shui and chi and all that stuff. Actually, there is actually a warrior called Chi. You know, a kid gets portal to another world, but then you're at the end and it's like, was he portal to another world or did he just hit his head? Like, it's that kind of thing. Even by the end of it, I'm not sure which is which. I hope it was real, because they were awesome. Kangaroos doing martial arts? Hell yeah, I'm down for that. And Marley Shelton, she had some nice outfits in that movie. I know that seems unfair to chalk up a female actress just to her outfits. She actually had an interesting character story. But she just had this purple dress number, and I was kind of obsessed with that color when I was a kid. So I was just like, oh, "You're so pretty." I mean, for a kid, it's like looking at a Disney princess, though. It's like I am here for pretty outfits and martial arts fighting kangaroos. And as an Australian, kangaroos are very much in my wheelhouse. Guaranteed a whole bunch of them have just burned to a crisp, but we were culling most of them anyway. Not to this degree, of course. I actually told a friend who lives in Texas ages ago. I told him that we eat kangaroo in Australia, and he was convinced that I was lying because he said, "No, you wouldn't. Kangaroos are an endangered species." I'm like, "No, they're not. They may very well be now, but they actually populate really fast. So they might repopulate pretty quickly after the fight, or not. I don't know." Any rain? Quite possibly. It did rain a couple days ago. Might rain again. Let's see. Um, that. Let's see. It says. What's today? Today. I don't even know what today is. My God, I'm dealing with so many time zones. I can't keep any of them straight. Today's Wednesday. Um, Today's going to be 32 with an 80% chance of rain, which means it's going to be hot for the morning and afternoon, and then probably start to rain in the evening with thunderstorms. Cool. I don't mind it raining if it's hot. It's unfortunate about the bushfires, but I was in desperate need of some heat waves. Luckily, we've got mostly warm weather this week. Thursday, 17 degrees. That's a little on the low side for my liking. But, mm, I don't like Sunday or Monday. No, that's not nice. But I like 32 for today, 23 for Friday. Yeah, it's okay. Saturday, 25, but 10% chance of rain. I'm happy if it rains in terms of the bushfires. I'm happy if it rains here. I just would like it to remain warm while it's raining. You know, like a nice warm shower like you would get in Indonesia. They're lovely. Why is Stephen King trending? Yeah, that sounds like our winters, and I do not envy you. If it was -10 degrees here, I would be rushed to hospital. That's not an exaggeration, that is me stating an actual fact. So I am not going to Canada in the wintertime. Oh, okay. Stephen King said something stupid. Okay, cool. Well, running out of people to admire. Sorry. My friend used a Mr. Bean GIF to respond to Stephen King. It's actually funny. Ah, I love that woman. I'm seeing so many bad or mediocre reviews for Like a Boss, and it's really upsetting me because I enjoyed the trailer and I'm seeing it for the first Flicks with the Chicks film for 2020. It's the January film, and I highly suspected it would be, and I was correct. I'm usually really good at predicting what films they'll pick. I would have loved it if they choose Birds of Prey for February, but I doubt they will. I bet they'll choose Emma, because that is such a fucking cliche. Uh, TV. Okay. Okay. Movie. Easy. I'm really looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984. Um, I can't wait to see how they incorporate the new gold outfit, which I know was something from the comics, and I really am hoping that means that they'll touch on some history or significance of the outfit and why she needs it and how she gets it. Oh, I mean, they should. If they don't, I'd be upset. I'm also really confused about Steve. Like those trailers are giving nothing away on him. Like, what the fuck? And the first trailer was quite disappointing in terms of Cheetah because they just did not at all indicate who her character was or a significance in the film. It's like, look at me, I'm kind of nerdy with glasses. Next scene, look at me, I'm in a sexy tight dress without glasses. I'm like, thanks for that cliche. But that aside, really looking forward to that. Um, yeah. The Eternals is coming out. I have no idea what it involves, but the cast and some of the concept art has me really intrigued for that film. So yeah, obviously I'm up for some superheroes. The Conjuring 3, 1000%. Very much looking forward to the Conjuring 3 and to see how badly did Annabelle Comes Home fuck up the timeline. Conjuring 3 is really going to put that in perspective. I mean, Annabelle Comes Home already did fuck up the timeline again, but Conjuring 3 is really going to determine just how badly. Dune and Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Afterlife looked okay. I wasn't exactly wowed by it. It looked interesting, but not wowed by it. Sorry, I'm wheezing. In terms of television, we've got some new seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race happening, so I'm excited for those. I actually wrote down some TV shows that I want to check out this year. Brand new TV shows, I believe. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm watching AJ and the Queen already. Not that amazing. Oh, really looking forward to the new season of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Looking forward to the new season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Really want to see season 2 of Zumbo's Just Desserts. Lock and Key. That trailer looked quite interesting, so definitely want to check that out. Broke. That kind of looked like an okay sitcom. I don't know. It's just weird seeing Polly Perrette in something that's not NCIS, so that's kind of why I want to check it out. Avenue 5. I don't know if the trailer was like, oh, here's a new series, or if it's like, oh, here's a new season. I don't know which it is. I have to look it up, but I've added it to the list because I want to check it out. Aside from that, just watching my usual shows. So, Lucifer, I think. We've got the new season starting this year, so obviously I want to see that. Obviously, we can tell I like a lot of the supernatural stuff. Sabrina, I'd say Sabrina has one of the most progressive, is one of the most progressive shows on TV. Pose, however, far and away the most progressive. But Sabrina really does its part. It is really good at representing LGBT plus characters and authentically and accurately and not relying on stereotypes and really inserting their characters into the story in an organic way, which is what I look for and what I really appreciate, because when they don't do that, it really offends me. But they do it well. I mean, guaranteed at the end of the day, we are still watching a TV show where the lead character is a white chick. But at least I like that the family is a blended family. That's different. So that's another thing that I appreciate, where they just didn't automatically go, oh, every character in the family has to be white. And they just went, no, she can have a cousin who's not white. It doesn't have to be the way. It's like, thank you for doing that. Thank you. That's logical. But oh yeah, so Post season 3 should be this year, and I'm excited. I'm nervous and I'm excited. Mostly nervous, but I can't wait to see it. Kind of annoyed that Billy Porter keeps getting all the nominations and awards for it. Not saying he doesn't deserve them, he does a really great job in the show, but just on principle, it kind of has me like, a TV show about transgender characters played by transgender actors and you only nominate the gay guy. Okay. Billy Porter is a terrific actor and a terrific singer. Man can perform. But for me, it just feels like they don't want to nominate any of the actresses in the show because it's like they don't view them as women, so they can't put them in the actress category. But if they put them in the actor category, then they're being offensive, which they would be. That's just how it feels for me. Because there was some fucking good performances in season 2. And no, the only nomination went to Billy Porter. Of course it did. And he won last year. Which was still a huge thing. Brittany, my darling! Thank you for popping in to say hello. I was just singing your praises a moment ago. I was both just bitching and praising Pose, obviously. You would have seen that. Oh my god, this trending keeps changing. Now Avengers is trending. It just overtook Stephen King. Wait, what? 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 Oh. It's about comic stuff. It's got nothing to do with the movies. Okay, that's fine. How are you, Brittany? How are you? Are you off to work? Are you at work? Are they still watching Charmed? Hi, Nick! Thank you for also stopping by. My live streams are where people come when they don't want to do work. It's a reflection of my life. Ooh, notification. Boo. Sucky work. No, no. No like. No fuera. I don't know. What? What the? But, hang on. You wait. They were watching season 8 the other day, and now they're watching season 1. Y'all got that backwards. You got that backwards. You're meant to start with season 1 and work your way up to season 8. Well, I hope you get both the money and the cake. Because we could all use more money and cake in our life. Ding. That's all very, very, very confusing. Was Piper on a date with a blonde-haired gentleman named Josh by any chance? Just trying to figure out which guy she was on the date with. She's had a couple. Or was it the dark-haired guy who only asked, was the dark-haired guy with glass? No, that wasn't a Quake. Or was it? Maybe it was. She did a couple dates there. Who wants to go on a date with someone to the place where you work? I mean, it's one thing if you're gonna get free drinks. Oh, it was the dark-haired guy. No, he's not important. Nobody cared about him. Josh got more episodes. All the other guys were insignificant. Was it the eligible bachelor guy? Because now I'm thinking it was the one during the Friday the 13th episode. Was it the Friday the 13th episode? Was that it? Oh, that. Even though it's not called Friday the 13th. The fact that I'm trying to catalogue in my head every guy Piper's gone on a date with. Oh man. That's sad. That is very, very sad. No. Well, my vote is that I suspect it may have been From Fear to Eternity. And that it was the date she went with the guy who's an eligible bachelor, and the date didn't last very long because he decided he didn't want to date someone who's superstitious. Based on the limited information I have, that is what I'm going with. I'm definitely rewatching Charm this year. I've gone too many years not doing it, gotta do it this year. I must, I must, I must. Nope, nope. Good enough. Excusez-moi. I got the cough, cough, cough. I'm trying to do 50. Chanel, my dear, welcome. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. I would have been louder, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so I can't actually yell. But how are you? Long time no speak. My God, that's getting a lot of likes. God damn. One difference between using Streamlabs versus using just going live on YouTube is there is such a time delay on Streamlabs between when I speak, when you get the footage, and when I see your reactions. It's like, oh God, that's annoying. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that you're sick. I hope nothing serious. I'm doing fine. It's been a very emotionally overwhelming 24 hours. It started off as very depressing, and then we kind of got a few good moments. Who knows what tomorrow will hold? Yeah, those bitches. I know that they were bothering you the last time I spoke to you, so sorry they're still causing you problems. Holy crap. Oh my god. I'm so accustomed to like people never liking my post, like having some posts on Twitter that people just do not like. So it's so weird when suddenly people liking stuff. It's like, what's happening? Ah. When's the estimated time of arrival? Well, not time, but day. Why is that song stuck in my head? It's not even like a good song to have stuck in one's head. Nope. Yes! I guessed Hot Fuzz correctly. Yes, being forced to watch that movie actually paid off. The problem is now I can't pretend that I wasn't that excited because it's caught on camera. I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't say I didn't like it. I did not say that. I did not say that. I enjoyed it. There were a couple of moments I thought it was fun. I didn't think it was crazy hilarious, and unlike Ben where it's his desert island film and he can watch it on repeat, I would not be watching it on repeat, but I would probably definitely check it out again because it had moments that I enjoyed, and the way that Ben was describing it when we were talking about it in our podcast, um, it was the way he was talking about was actually making me enjoy it more. So it definitely made me want to have another watch of it, but in a bit more of a relaxed setting, like not on a deadline. I noticed, Brett, that you were watching it on Instagram. So that was, but I did not think that it was your first time. For some reason, I just automatically assumed you'd already seen it because it seems like I'm the last person on the planet to be watching this. Apparently not. Yahoo! Thank you, Chanel. I really appreciate that. Love that you stopped by. Always means the absolute world to me. You're a darling. So, mwah. I know, and you were eating cornettos, and that part made me more jealous because it made me want a cornetto, and now that I'm seeing the word cornetto, I want a cornetto again. Oh, God. Brutal. I want a caramel one, and I want a peppermint one. I'm hungry for ice cream. Damn it. I can relate to your family. I like British comedy, but that's probably because British comedy and Aussie comedy have a lot in common. You know, we do originally come from them. Bye, sweetie. Oh, cornettos are the best. My mum and I have totally different tastes when it comes to cornettos. For one, she typically likes boring vanilla. I don't. Give me caramel or peppermint any day. And usually there's that bit at the bottom that's just pure set chocolate at the bottom of the cone. That I love that part. My mum hates that part. Hi! Oh, hi! Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you. Well, yes, Brittany, I'm telling you, we're going to sit down and we're going to watch Kath and Kim together, and you are going to love it. You may not always understand it, but you're not going to care. You're just going to love it and appreciate it for what it is. I will watch this. Hang on, if I took my laptop to the US with me, would it still automatically be playing Australian Netflix or not? I know that may sound like a really stupid question, but does it no? I don't know. I don't know. If I logged in to Netflix on my laptop in a different country, which country Netflix am I watching? I'm confused. Because if I can play Australian Netflix on my laptop in another country, then I can easily, when I come and see you, I can play Kath and Kim on Netflix instead of having to bring my DVDs because I don't want to risk losing them. What the fuck? Damn you. Thanks for ruining my moment of optimism, Blue Corner. Thanks a lot. Damn it. Son of a bitch. It's not fair. I'm automatically an Aussie. I should automatically be signed into Australian Netflix. You should go round the world with me. Follow me everywhere. Assuming I ever leave. Which I will one day, hopefully. Just need to save up some money. Also need to get my hands on some money. You're just here to deliver bad news. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll get a VPN one day when I remember and bother to do it. I don't think that I'll hate Doctor Who. Between some of the things I've seen and all that other stuff, it looks interesting, and I have been considering watching it for a while. Um, I guess there are bound to be some maybe Doctor incarnations that aren't going to click with me as well as the next one, but I definitely want to check it out. I don't think I'll hate it. I mean, I won't love it, but I don't think that I'll hate it. I don't think I'll ever be able to catch up on the vast Doctor Who knowledge and episodes. but I don't think I'll hate it. Netflix is getting really good at blocking stuff. Like, I, because when I make my thumbnails, when I do reviews, if I watch something on Netflix, I used to just take a screenshot of my computer screen so that then I could make my thumbnails and do all my stuff. And I can't do that anymore. If I'm on Netflix or even if I'm on Stan and I try to do a screenshot and I look at the picture's completely black. Nothing picks up. And if I was to try and like record the PC screen because it's like I wanted to use a clip in a review, I check it and there's sound, but there's no video. The video is black, and I'm like, how do they do this? It's not fair. Old who? I love that you're calling it old who. Oh, yeah, no. John, when I had him on the game show the other week, yeah, and he was telling me how many years it's been going for. I'm like, what? I don't know, I guess because either way, you're still paying for the account. Not to mention, they can't really determine who's watching it. They can't say just because it's a different device that it's not you. Like, you might have decided you want to watch it and you're not near your laptop, so you want to go and use somebody else's. So they can't really determine who's watching it. They just know it's that account. I pay for Netflix for my whole family. I pay for 2 or 3. Oh, oh, sorry. Brief moment of pain. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's a minor problem that I have sometimes. That was bad timing. Um, yeah, I pay for Netflix for my family, so I pay for 2 or 3 screens, and I've set up an account for each person. So there's me, my mom, and my brother. Maybe I have 2 screens. I don't know, but sometimes there's a conflict, and mom comes in. It's like, okay, somebody's watching Netflix right now because I can't access it. And I'm like, whoops. I'm like, well, that's obviously my brother and me, so I'll turn it off and you can watch it. Wow! Cross country sharing. That's impressive. I've not heard of that before, but I am very impressed. Although, when you say it like that, then that's doubly funny that you are sharing an account with someone in a different country and they haven't gone like, no, you can't do this. Thing's gonna happen again. I can feel it. Oh, that's why Avengers was trending. Because a game got postponed. Rightio. Yeah, well, if anybody is enjoying watching you, it just got renewed for a 3rd season. So if you're a You fan, that's good news for you. Ha ha ha! That was a bad joke. Sorry. That was a dad joke right there. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, go away. Hmm. Oh, that turns into a nervous territory. I already saw what happened with Game of Thrones when they passed the books and decided to do their own thing. It didn't go well. And I don't even watch you, and I don't want to. I don't like the plot or the themes. So I don't have to worry. Go on, you Tom. As I was saying earlier, I also can't watch it because I just see him and all I can think is, hey, it's Gossip Girl. Why did they make him Gossip Girl? That was such a stupid plot twist. Dum dum dum. What? Oh, I did it because I liked you. Oh, you ruined my life because you liked me. Okay, cool. That makes no sense. That's worse than he picked your pigtails because he likes you. Piss off. Oh, Lord. I have to get up early to record a podcast. So I technically should be in bed right now, but I can't be bothered. Because this is not my bedtime. My bedtime is like 5 o'clock in the morning. But I can't go to sleep at like 5 o'clock in the morning because then I won't get any sleep by the time I need to get up. Brittany, you are my go-to when it comes to book knowledge and book adaptations. You're not my mother. I'll go to bed when I want to go to bed. Besides, I can always just record the podcast and then go back to bed. Because the bed's right there. And the computer's right here. There you go, problem solved. I don't think you know everything, but I think you have a very vast amount of book knowledge. And considering most books get adapted these days, you're quite in the know. You know, it's exactly why I asked you to be on, our second podcast episode, which you were fantastic in. Loved it. It's great. Still gets views and listens on SoundCloud. Like all these trending things just change every 2 seconds. Now, now cyberpunk. What? What? Why is what? What is that? What? What? Why are y'all confusing me? What is happening? What? Okay, it's another one of those things I don't understand. I shouldn't try. Um, what 5 books are those? Which five? Which five I'm dying to know. I love that you have a list. So committed to your reading. I said I was gonna read the 2 Dan Brown books I haven't read yet. They're just sitting there on the shelf. But the weather has been inconsistent. It's been warm, then it's been cold. Okay. Good first choice, good first choice. Interesting. Don't think I know it. Don't know that one either. I'll be more surprised if I do know one. Yep, still a nada. Wait, how did she do it? I don't know any of these. I feel like I feel oh my god, I can't form a coherent sentence. I feel so lacking in my knowledge of things. That wasn't a very good sentence either. That was pitiful. Oh Lord, have mercy. Am I sure? Am I sure I'm turning 29 and not 70? Christ, I'm going fucking senile. I'll have my 29th birthday and be like, wake up, I can hear you. It's time to cut the cake. What? What? What'd you say? There's so many books on the shelf I still haven't read. Still wanted to read The Gathering Bones, which is a bunch of short stories compiled together. I read one, but I didn't understand it. Then I tried to Google it, and Google didn't help me. Really interesting. You go, Reese Witherspoon. Uh-oh. Ooh. God. Hmm. It sounds like a fantasy series, that's for sure. I'll have to look it up and see if that's something that I want to check out. Right now, I'm just trying to finish AJ and the Queen. My God. For a series with so few episodes, I should have had it finished by now. I'm very disappointed in myself. But I can't help it. The kid's really annoying. Don't like her. She's kind of ruining the whole show for me. It's like, I get it. You have issues. At least you don't have to be in a hurry to finish reading the Witcher series, since, season 2 doesn't start till 2021. They've given you plenty of time to catch up on the books, that's for sure. Oh my god, I just remembered what I was gonna do today. And I didn't do it. Oh, well, I can do it now. I was gonna Google birthday cakes. So I'm gonna Google oh, there's a holy shit 15 book series. No ma'am. No ma'am. Not for me. No, 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 no. Okay, where was that? Cake stores near me? What was that name? I can't remember the name of the cake place. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Fair enough. Move the laptop so I can actually see my freaking TV screen. Cake stores, Melbourne. Was it the Cake Factory? Hey, feel free to take up the chat thread. It's been so long since I've, really get to chat with you. Between your much needed social media break and then being an adult and having a job and things like that. I miss my best friend. While I was fake crying, I am sincere when I say that, even if it doesn't seem it. I love chatting with you. And I would still love to actually, book a Skype session to chat with you. But one of us has a very busy life, and it ain't me. What the fuck is the name of this bloody cake store? Where did I get my last cake from? Was it Cake Factory? Maybe it was Cheesecake Factory. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Was it? Was it the Cheesecake Factory? It was the Cheesecake Shop! It was the Cheesecake Shop! That's where Owl is. Oh my god, I'm a fucking mess tonight. I am a mess. My apologies. It was the Cheesecake Shop. That's where we got my cake the other year. Which was okay. Our cakes, cake, 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 cake. Can I do that? Can I? Hang on, let me see if I can do that. Can I add that to the screen? Let me see. Okay, let's see if I can do this. No. Hang on. That's not what I want. Hang on. Manage browser. I will figure this out. Browser. Let me see. Maybe that's not what I was after. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just remove that. Okay. That did not work. How do I do it? I display? No. Window capture. Maybe that's what I want. That's fine. Yes! I think I found it. It's not really showing me what I want, but I think this is what I want. Whoopsie. Whoa. Haha, that is not what I was after. Oh my god. This should not be rocket science, and yet it is. Okay, hang on. I can figure this out. If I move this over here, and I move this over here. How about now? Son of a bitch! I don't like you right now. Streamlabs, your hard work. Come on. I'm gonna try this one more time if it bloody kills me. Try window capture. Why is this not working? Okay, that is not at all working. Okay, take 25. How the fuck do I do this? I want everybody else to see the delicious cakes. That's hard bloody work. Media source? No. No. Display maybe? Found it! Hallelujah! There we go. I found it! Yay! Nope, which way do I want to go? This way? Nope. This way. There we go. Alright, that's right. Move the laptop. Ta-da! Problem solved. Victory is mine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's move this over here. Oh my god, this entire live stream is just all about trial and error. Legit all it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna look at cakes. Cake. Oh my god, they still make the cake we had for my birthday the other year. There it is! Hello, I'm clicking on you. Please show up. Oh, there it is. Oh. That is the cake. No. There we go. This is the cake we had for my 27th birthday. Caramel glazed mud cake. Divine caramel mud cake generously coated with a mouth-watering French caramel glaze decorated with crepe crumb and Belgian chocolate flourishes. Yo. That was my birthday cake. And it was decadent, like, for real. But I don't want that. Maybe I do want another mud cake though? No, I don't like the other mud cakes. Sorry, Brittany. Think of it this way. It's for my birthday though. You want me to have a nice birthday cake, don't you? Mmm. Mm-mm. Ew, I don't know. Ugh, carrot cake. No. Gross. Vomit. No, thank you. Okay, yeah. Glutton. Glutton. Gluten-free chocolate cake. No. Lemon meringue. I love lemon meringue. Lemon meringue is the best, but that's not a cake. Lemon meringue's a pie, but I guess you could have it as cake. Nope, don't want pavlova. Oh, vegan chocolate almond fudge. None of those words belong together. That is not okay. Vegan peanut butter fudge. Again, these words do not belong together. More pavlova. And what was this last one? Vegan strawberry chocolate cake. Again, no. Stop ruining things for me, vegans. Well, they deserve to eat too. I'm definitely intrigued by the lemon meringue. Oh no. Oh no. That looks almost like fake cheesecake. That doesn't look like it's got proper lemon curd. Oh well, in that case, I don't want it. Nope. Mini cakes. Maybe I'll have a mini cake, and I won't share it with anybody. Mini cake, mini cake, mini cake. Mini apple and pear cake. Blech. Mini black forest torte. Mini carrot cake. Why do these want to make me puke? Mini double chocolate strawberry torte. Nope. Mini strawberry fields torte. Enough with the strawberry. Mini tiramisu torte. Fuck no. Mini. Okay, all of those were shit. So, no. What the hell? Oh. Mm. I'm not a I'm not a Billie Eilish fan at all. I actually just watched I was so sick of hearing bad guys all the time. Bad guy, sorry. So I went and watched the music video the other day. Um, that was some weird shit. That's putting it that's putting it mildly. But Billie Eilish doing Bond? Now I've heard everything. Party cakes, party cakes, party cakes. And they all say happy birthday! Yay! Let's see what we got. What? Lady Gaga did not come out of nowhere. Lady Gaga had been writing music in the music industry for quite a while. She originally wrote Just Dance for Britney Spears, but they actually just said, how about you do it instead? She did, and now she's a superstar. She was actually writing songs for other people, so she didn't come out of nowhere. Oh my god, caramel popcorn party cake? Yes, please. Is that a Ferrero Rocher? Vanilla sponge. Oh, wait, no, they said the S word. I don't do sponge. I don't like sponge. Three things I don't like in my cake: sponge, jam, and cream. I don't know what that means, Nick. Is that English? Are you speaking English to me? Flavored. Oh no, it gets worse. Vanilla sponge laid with caramel flavored cream. I don't care if it's caramel, it's cream. I don't want it. I like the gooey caramel. I like the French caramel drip. Look, Alicia Keys and Jack White, not even the worst Bond song to ever exist. There have been worse. Technically, the most popularly hated Bond song was Madonna. I'm looking at the cheesecake shop. I'm looking for a birthday cake for myself. Because nobody in my family is going to look up a birthday cake to get me. I have to get one for my bloody self. I like the Sam Smith one. I'm sorry that I know my webcam is here and I'm looking over here because I've got my screen in two different spots. I don't like the sponge and I don't like the cream. You're disappointing me. Ooh, chocolate mint party cake. Yum. Are they all going to be fucking sponge and cream? 2 out of the 3 ingredients I hate. Oh no, they have mint bubble Oreo. Sorry, I mean Aero. I like Aero. Aero's yum yum yum. But I don't want cream and I don't want sponge. Confetti cone party cake? Oh, what do you know? More cookies and cream. It's a shame, they look really good, but they've put me off with their sponge and cream shit. Okay, celebration cakes. Ooh, a rainbow cake? Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it's a cake that looks like a cheeseburger. Can we just appreciate this for a moment? This is beautiful. It is a cake that looks like a cheeseburger. Are we seeing this? We seeing this? Cause it's so pretty. It looks like a Krabby Patty. And I want it. But it's $54.95. Holy shit, dude. Beer mug cake. Oh, or you can get a beer mug cake with a burger cake combo. Oh, they're so cute. I don't want that though. It's still bloody expensive. Oh, there's another one. The mini burger cake. Oh, that's cute. Ah, that is so cute. Oh, you lost me with the roasted peanuts part there. Drip cake. Drip, 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 Bisha. $69.95, mother God. Okay, apparently it's impossible to get a nice, affordable birthday cake. I'm depressed. And then they've got cheesecakes, but I don't want a cheesecake for my birthday. Nope. Nope. Don't like any of those. How about baked cheesecakes? Here we have, obviously, we have American baked. Ooh, Jamaican. Marble baked. Mississippi baked. What does Mississippi baked mean? Oi, Americans, what does a Mississippi baked cheesecake mean? What the hell does that involve? Strawberry sundae. That did not look like no strawberry sundae I've ever seen. Tropical sundae. No thank you. Wildberry. Hell no. These cakes. Oh, I didn't actually look at the torts and gâteaux yet. I like a gâteau. Gâteau is a little cake. It's a little cake. Little cake. Okay, I hate Black Forest. Coffee pecan. I hate coffee, so nope. Double choc strawberry torte. Nope. Strawberry tiramisu. Tropical. Oh my god, I hate everything. We'll find a freaking take. Okay, so obviously, Brittany, I am not coming to you for cheesecake information, strictly book knowledge only. Got it. I don't know. Like, what do they mean by cream? Like, maybe if it's not like the cream I'm thinking, and if it's flavored, well, I'm okay with that. Okay, so the chocolate mint party cake. You've got a chocolate sponge laid with a mint flavored cream, masked with icing cream, chocolate glaze drip, and a range of yummy chocolate mint goodies on top. It does look good. Or the caramel popcorn party cake. Vanilla sponge laid with caramel flavored cream and gooey caramel masked with icing cream, French caramel drip, and adornment. I don't know. I love caramel, but I love mint. I can't decide. Do I want caramel? Do I want mint? Do I want caramel? Do I want mint? I have 15 days, actually less, because they need time to make the cake. So I have less than 15 days to pick my birthday cake. And I make my family pay money for it too. They owe me. Caramel. But I like mint. But I like caramel. But I like mint. I think in terms of cake, mint is better for ice cream. Caramel is better for cake. I think I want to have the caramel popcorn party cake. Yeah, I'll bookmark that. Yummy. Methinks that's what I want. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. So there we go. I actually did! I figured out how to use Streamlabs. Apparently I just need to make sure that I'm not doing it over on the other monitor. Here we go. Problem solved. Whoopsie. My bad. Okay, there we go. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. There we go. No, stop it. Oh, stop moving. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to bring you. There we go. Trying to get everything back to its rightful spot. Okay. I have talked movies, books, music, Netflix, and I've talked about my birthday, and I've picked a birthday cake. And I've caught up with lots and lots of people, and I've met a couple of new people, which was actually quite swell. So I think it is time, since it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning, it is 2:51 a.m. now, I think it is time I get off the computer and I jump into the bed and rest my mind before I have to get up and record on someone else's podcast as opposed to my own stuff. So I'm going to head off, and I want to thank everybody who dropped by to say hi, support the stream, just see me, to just chat, to catch up, and also in general, I also want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel and have watched my videos, because thanks to you, I'm actually now not just being able to make money, but have the money be released to me, and I can't wait to get that money at the end of the month. I'm so excited. And I'd show more excitement if I wasn't so tired. So I'm gonna go, and like I said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But bye-bye, and love you, and I especially love you, Brittany. I'm I'm getting a Skype session out of you one of these days. Mark my words, it's gonna happen. But anyway, I'm off for the night. So good night from me. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody wherever you are, and I will see you